Live breaking news, everybody. The Miami Dolphin wide receiver Tyreek Hill, who got arrested right before his game on Sunday, the body cam footage, I'm about to play this for you right now, just got released. Tyreek Hill can be seen getting taken down to the ground. You're going to see, just giving you fair warning, if this is something that you don't, you get easily triggered by, then don't watch this video. I got to tell you, as somebody who, I want to comment on this and get your thoughts. I know we have a lot of law enforcement, retired, currently working, staff, personnel, military. I love you guys. I've always advocated law and order. I've advocated refund the police, the exact antithesis and opposite of Kamala and the radical left who want to defund the police. But, you know, I always tell you that I'm going to tell you the truth. I'm going to tell you the honest to God's truth, and my integrity is always something that I value and something that I keep intact. And I hope I'm wrong, but this footage is pretty damning on the Miami-Dade Police Department, who, by the way, have just launched an internal investigation as one of the officers is being pulled from duty. Tyreek Hill is quoted as saying about the incident, quote, "It just went from 0 to 60, man. From the moment that those guys pulled up behind me, knocked on my window, it went from 0 to 60 immediately." He was cited for reckless driving and driving without a license. Okay, let's check out this footage and then come on back and let's talk about it.
Why don't you have your seatbelt on? Why don't you have your seatbelt on? Like what? Why do you have it on?
So he says, do what you got to do. It sounded like there was already some egos going on right there. As a dude, I could really recognize that right off the bat. The officer didn't seem to me, I don't know, is this the beginning of the stop? Is there something more to this? It seemed like it has to do with his seatbelt not being fastened. You know, he's driving in a very fancy sports car. I'm sure that kind of musters up some ire. I don't know. If you're a police officer and you see somebody in a fancy Lambo or something like that, does that kind of give you extra incentive? I know most of you guys follow the law and you're law-abiding officers, but does that sort of deep down give you a little bit of a like, oh, okay, here we go. Here's a hot shot right here. It would me, maybe. I don't know. I'm not a law enforcement officer. This isn't legal advice. I don't know what the specifics of the law are. We'll talk about that in a second. I did some research, but I really can't wait to hear from a lot of our law enforcement audience who can comment on this. But it seemed like right off the bat, there was a little bit of tension in the officer's voice, definitely tension in Tyreek Hill's voice. He said, do what you got to do is not a real amicable exchange starting off early here.
Hey, keep your window down.
Okay, so he rolls up his window and the officer knocks on the window and says, roll your window down. Now, here's a question for all law enforcement officers out there. So, as from my understanding, you have the right to remain silent, right? You have the right to keep your window rolled up. You don't have to consent to any unlawful or unwarranted search and seizure, and you don't have to answer any questions that don't pertain to the actual citation or stop. Correct me if I'm wrong there. Now, him rolling his window all the way up, it's not sending the right message that I'm here to cooperate. If there is some sort of detainment issue here, correct me if I'm wrong. I could be wrong, but does he need to have his window rolled down? Because this seems to be the catalyst of the whole incident.
Hey, keep your window down. Keep your window down. I'm gonna get you out of the car. As a matter of fact, get out of the car. Give me that. Get out of the car. Give me that. Break that freaking window. Get out of the car.
Okay, so, you know, I think it's hard to, you know, not admit that the officers who are supposed to be trained in de-escalation are supposed to be professional at all times. I always give the officers the benefit of the doubt. I always say, look, we've allotted these amazing service members to protect us. They put their life on the line every single time they put on their suit and go out to work. I 100% respect that, 100%. But, you know, is this what trained officers are supposed to execute in this type of procedure? Is this process, or are they? I think it seems pretty obvious to me, and I'm not excusing Tyreek Hill. I'm not saying Tyreek Hill didn't do anything wrong. He definitely seems like he wasn't cooperating 100%, or at least he wasn't amicable in his cooperation, or at least respectful, especially some of the things that he says later, you'll see. But right off the bat, I mean, the guy says, as a matter of fact, I'm going to take you out of your car. And the other guy says, we're going to break down your window. That, to me, seems most egregious. Let me know what you think in the comments.
Get out of the car right now. We're not playing this game. Get out. 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 What part of law don't you understand? Hey, Drew, I'm getting arrested, Drew. I'm getting arrested. I'm getting arrested, Drew. I'm getting out, bro. God damn, twin. When we tell you to do something, you do it. You understand?
I'm getting out.
You understand? Not what you want, but what we tell you.
I'm getting
You're
out.
Confused.
I'm getting out, bro.
Too late.
Chill,
Too
bro.
late.
All right, bro. Take me to jail, bro. Do what you gotta do, bro.
We are. We will.
Good, bro.
It is good.
Hey, Drew. Hey,
don't worry about it. I hung up the phone. You stop crying.
bro.
Stop crying.
Good. Bro, you
Sit 'em
beating
up.
on my window like you crazy.
You set him up.
Why y'all beating on my window like y'all crazy for?
Okay, so he says you're beating on my window like you're crazy. I didn't see that. I didn't feel that. I didn't witness that. I didn't observe that. Do I think that they were aggressive and they were demanding and they escalated it very quickly? Yes.
Damn, bro, dude, beating on my window like he crazy. I ain't do nothing, twin. Damn.
Hey, don't park there. Don't park there.
Hey. Hold on, twin, hold on, bro. I just had surgery on my knee. Bro.
Okay, so right there, again, I think the officers can... I think they're being hyper aggressive here, yes. But right there, Tyreek Hill was told to sit down a couple of times, and he never did. And then once the officer shows that, hey, I'm going to make you sit down, then he comes up with this story about his surgery on his knee, which, by the way, I don't even know anything about. I don't care about the Dolphins. I don't know the Dolphins. I don't really care about the NFL, especially after the last couple of years. I've really kind of detached myself from the NFL. I'll watch the Super Bowl just like every normal American, but I don't follow it. So I have no idea. If he has legitimate surgery, fantastic. But, I mean, he brings it up only when the officer's kind of fed up. He could have maybe said that at the beginning.
I just had surgery on my knee, bro.
I just heard you in your ears when we told you.
Chill, bro. Hey, Joe New, bro.
I mean, these guys are definitely
Call Drew.
They went to the red.
Call Drew. Hey, call Drew. Call Drew, bro. Hey, call Drew, bro. Hey, what? Hey, call Drew, bro. Just call Drew. Hey.
I'm not doing anything. I'm not doing nothing. What am I doing that's wrong?
Hey, listen.
Take it back in the Hey, listen. Hey, man, they got Tyreek. The cops over here beating on him, man. They over here beating on Tyreek,
Listen,
man.
big man, don't park there, man. Just get in the
Hey,
car.
Drew, you gotta come, man.
Just get in the car.
Okay, whoever is wearing this body cam, this officer seems to be the most calm out of all of them. I know it's citizens' rights to observe police officers as long as they're not interfering with an investigation or interfering with any detainment. They're allowed to record, they're allowed to watch, they're allowed to quietly observe within, I guess, a reasonable distance. But the cop that's wearing the actual body camera seems the most calm out of all of them. It seems like maybe he should have taken the reins, but maybe he's more passive, or he's just not the officer in charge or on point in this particular stop.
Right on the side of the
Hey, get in the car. You're parked in the middle of the street.
I'm in the car.
You gotta go before you get a ticket.
Hey, you're in the car.
Who's the driver? This is my car.
All right, move.
I'll take that.
You gotta move right now.
Here's that same
Let me have your license. You're gonna have to get through.
I'm coming.
Let me have your license. You're gonna have to get Let me have your license.
I'm leaving.
I'm not playing. Let me have your license.
I'm leaving. Yo, what's
This guy is having a very bad day. So he's the one who basically escalated it very, very quickly, taking Tyreek out of the car. Again, I don't think Tyreek, I'm not excusing him. I don't think Tyreek was probably acting like the most cooperative person who was pulled over or involved in this incident, obviously. But I definitely think there's some escalation issues. This cop right here is having a really rough day because he's now going after what looks to be Tyreek Hill's crew or friend or entourage or agent. I don't know.
License right now.
What's going on?
Your license right now. You're not gonna give me your license?
Hey,
the car and leave.
You're not gonna give me your license?
I'm leaving.
Let me have your license. Your license right now.
Sir, you want me
Hey,
to
your license right now.
I'm leaving.
Or I'm gonna lock you up.
just told
Your
me to
license
leave.
right now.
He just told me to
Your
leave.
license right now.
Sir, he just-
You're dealing with me now.
Sir.
Your license right now.
So there you have it. I think it's a good thing that we have body cameras on. I know probably a lot of law enforcement don't like it. I don't blame them. I don't like the fact that we're tightening the reins on a lot of law enforcement, and I know that there's a lot of blue DAs out there and blue-run cities and states that are not helping. But I have to say, honestly, I think those officers could have definitely handled that situation a lot different. If this is all that we know about the stop, if there's something that I don't know, I'm more than willing to plead ignorance. I am a man of law and order. I'm a man who supports our boys and girls in blue. I back the blue. I've said refund the police time and time again. I'm a strong advocate against defunding the police. I've taught a lot of amazing, smart, intelligent, forthright law officers, police officers in my classes in the past. They're some of my favorite students, most respectful students, and really just really good people. So I back the blue 100%, but I have to say, and maybe I'm wrong. Somebody prove me wrong. I'm happy to be wrong. I have to say that I thought that the officers in this case, the Miami-Dade Police Department officers, and I believe that was the one officer who's been put on leave. I think in this situation, they did not need to escalate it that quickly. They could have handled that a lot differently. And you've got a lot of dudes with testosterone pumping and a lot of ego and hubris. That to me is just hubris run amok. And I'd love to hear your thoughts on this. I'd love to get your opinions. Let me know in the comments down below, especially if you're somebody who's worked in law enforcement in some capacity, whether directly or indirectly. I would love to hear from you. Don't forget, tomorrow night is debate night. Before we go, debate night. Kamala and Trump, if Kamala even actually has the balls to show up, pun intended. We will be going live at 5 p.m. Pacific, 8 p.m. Eastern. So make sure you subscribe, sign up for our free newsletter. It's absolutely free. That's in the pinned comment, show notes, and description down below so you don't miss out. It's going to be a whopper of an evening tomorrow night, especially the way we do it. We have live stream parties, we have fun, and you're going to get commentary, live reaction on the spot. So I hope to see you there. Check out these videos coming up on the screen right here. Subscribe and follow over there. And as always, may God bless you and may God bless America. I'll see you soon.